I know it's been a while. The only reason I haven't really been live streaming a lot in the past few weeks is I've been working on a few things privately. Um, like putting and documenting all of my jewelry slowly into um, a document so that one of my friends can turn it into a website to sell it, which means taking photos of each of them. And yeah, it takes a very long time to do that, unfortunately. Um, I only did like 53 of them, and it took me like a few hours because my phone wasn't loading properly with my photos. And for some reason, it stopped accepting to do the same thing that I was doing the first 50 times. For some reason. So. But even though I'm still documenting things, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making things because, well, that's literally what I do as like my form of therapy. Making things makes me happy and calm and collected. It's my form of therapy. It keeps me calm and collected. But I will never stop enjoying jewelry making. That will always be my favorite thing. Just brings me so much peace. Well, hello, Storm. It's been a while. Hello. Welcome in. I'm doing all right. I've been working very hard on trying to document all of my jewelry. Hopefully, I can finally have like a website, but God, yes, you can send me money. I just spent my like whole paycheck on like my grocery bill. America. Storm, share the PayPal and Cash App. You shouldn't ask a parent to do that. Donald Duck. I am 22. You mean the sun? Yeah, I'm 67. I'm a vampire. The sun is a white star. It just appears yellow sometimes because of our atmosphere, distorting its color. Ash? Girlfriend. But the sun is a white star, technically. I would know this. I'm older than you. I am more scientifically attuned than you. Um, who's the one who graduated? And I graduated. Ash, the best thing to always say if you're a live streamer is always say you have a girlfriend, even if you're single, or even say you have a wife, because it's annoying to deal with people asking you out when you don't want to be asked out. There's actually no such thing as too young to be married because there are people who get married so much younger. Exactly. No, Jenna is my lovely wife, and I will not trade her for the world. I doubt you'd ever be better than her. Name a gnome? Florberg. Or Glorp. What? What? How did you lose your pants? Damn, bro is desperate trying to flirt with people in the YouTube chats. I don't know what's happening, but there's just a full-blown drug-induced panic happening to someone. That's kind of a mood, though. Storm, you make that sound like it took you hours to do the dishes. Though a new development, my dad fixed the dishwasher in my house. So now we finally have a dishwasher. So now we just put things in the dishwasher and run it. We've been in this house for years, like 5 years. And my dad refused to fix the dishwasher for 5 years. Sometimes I look at my dad and think, man, what a lazy fuck. I love my dad, but also, what the fuck? Isn't that the opposite way around? Like you share your location. Well, not location. You share your Cash App and let someone send you money, and then you go on DoorDash and then ask for it through DoorDash. I was about to say that in the worst way possible, and I backtracked a second. My brain had to load. That's why you share your Cash App, so that people send you money. So that they can pay for it for you. Well, then make one. That is true. Also shared the PayPal. So, it's really easy to make one, and you don't need parent permission. You just kind of make one. You don't even have to connect like a bank to it at all. Just a Google account. Yeah, you just need an app. You download it, you set up your account, connect it to your like Google. Boom. It's basically its own like bank. You can do the same thing with PayPal where you just sign up for it. You can even get sent a credit card. Well, then get a new phone. Save up a bunch of your money. Go to a store, buy a phone, and then if you have enough, you can save up and pay for your own phone plan and just never use the phone that they gave you. I mean, I got lucky because my parents don't care what I do with my free time or with my money, but oh, Storm, that's kind of old to have a phone. Or did they just create phones? No, Storm's in his 30s. Don't get me wrong, he doesn't look like he's in his 30s. But also, you can get a job even if you don't have a car. It's called just walking. So half my coworkers don't even have cars. One of them's homeless. The first phone I ever bought for myself was a $200 phone. That probably means you need to eat something. Go eat like some toast or something. Yeah, but I bet yours was a flip phone. See, you're old as fuck. Also, flip phones are like $20. Nowadays, at least. Not enough bread in your tummy. When I got a phone, I got my phone, like my first phone, given to me when my parents got divorced. So I was like fifth grade. So whatever age fifth graders are. Are they? I don't think I was that old. 15 sounds too old. Though before I had a phone, I had an iPad, an Xbox, and a dirt bike, and a go kart, and a bicycle. So it's not like I really wanted the phone until my parents got divorced. And the only reason I wanted the phone was so I could listen to music on the bus. I grew up pretty wealthy, but also, like, not, it didn't stay that way. Some high schoolers broke into my elementary school one year and then put pictures of their genitalia on the computer screens, and none of the teachers knew how to fix it. Also, at one point, if you looked up the word string on Google, you'd get a bunch of models naked covering their parts with yarn balls. So it was a really weird time for Google and school. It doesn't do that anymore, but it used to. So, Google just didn't have Google just didn't have any restrictions, and so you could look up literally anything innocent and get the weirdest shit on the internet showing up. Though you have to also think about it. Google Images was made so that people could look at pictures of Rihanna in a really skimpy outfit. I'm pretty sure it was Rihanna. It could be a different musician, but I remember it was an actress or like musician, and it was a woman, and that was why Google Images was made. But I'm pretty sure it was because of Rihanna. And everyone wanting to see images of Rihanna. So they were like, you know what? We'll make Google Images. No, I've never had a concussion. Go to the hospital. To own a jewelry store and help people feel better about themselves mentally. Storm, you're such a nerd. I'm glad you understand that when I call you a nerd, it's not an insult. Something my coworker did was he was showing me pictures of his dog and I was like, "Oh my goodness, they're so round." And he was like, "Yeah, they're only getting rounder." And I was like, "You match because you're both round?" I wouldn't have made that joke if I didn't know he'd also find it funny, but it's pretty funny because they're both round. To be fair, Ash, you're more of a rectangle than round. Because, like, your shoulders are very straight. Like, they don't curve downwards, they go straight. Like, it looks like if you worked out properly, you'd be, like, the most muscular woman ever. Being fat doesn't mean you're round. You can be fat and square and be fat and a blob. Fat comes in all different shapes and sizes. I mean, look at Patrick Star. They're a star shape. Are you eating Patrick Star? Are starfish edible? Like, do people actually eat them? What did they taste like? Nah, starfish were nipple clamps, not a bra. Sometimes I regret what my brain comes up with. You're asexual, you wouldn't care. Sometimes I say things and I immediately regret. See, the thing is, if you've ever seen how a starfish looks like, the starfish mouth is exactly where it would be, where Ariel's nipples would be. That's if she has nipples. We don't know if mermaids have nipples, but we also don't know if they secrete milk. So, yeah. I'm asking questions that I don't need to know the answer of. A twin? They were consumed in the womb. No. This is autistic room interior. I'm ambidextrous. Well, I mean, usually people write in front of each other. Eventually. It's really easy to find out someone's left-handed. Oh, well, I didn't want to say that. It depends on what I'm writing. If I'm writing instructions or a note for someone else and I want it to look nice, I write with my left hand. If I'm writing to just jot things down, I write with my right hand. My left hand writes prettier, my right hand writes faster. Though I will state I do have to use my right hand more at work. So I'm doing all right. I use my both my hands when I do my makeup. Like if I do makeup, I don't do that often, but when I do my makeup, I use both hands because it's easier to see my eye and the angle of the eyeliner when I'm using the hand for the same side that I'm working with. Your imagination. Joke's on you, I don't have a door. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I don't hate you, but it's so funny to fuck with people. Your whole life. Aren't we cousins? Or are you getting the divorce with them? What did she just say she was dating? I completely forgot. Hello, welcome in. Well, have fun with that. Is it? Wait, wait, when I laugh, does it make her laugh or or does she do it for fun now? I need evidence of this, Storm. You have to catch this on camera somehow, because that is hilarious. That's kind of adorable. Tell the cutie patootie hi. Jenna really is so adorable, though. Apparently, whenever I laugh, I make Storm's wife laugh. Um Oh, what did you do? What you do, bro? Stormtrooper is married. What the fuck does that mean? That's not how you spell that. I mean, like, I know I say words wrong on purpose because I need to make sure I spelled them correctly, but also I think it's really funny sounding. We're not together. We're cousins. Stop using a divorce as clout. And you're a child. I would never date you. I'm an adult. Adults should not date children. I can't say they don't because some do, and it's really disgusting. So, my physical age is an adult. Your physical age is a child. It doesn't matter where I am mentally. See, the thing is, Storm, third cousins actually legally can date depending on the state. Which is weird. If I found out I was even remotely related to someone, I wouldn't date them. But legally, no. No. You are a child. I have a child flirting with me or trying to date me. No. I'll shut that down real fast. This fucking hell, no. I'm nice to everyone, but I wouldn't date someone who is child while I'm an adult. It's called having standards. Storm's, I guess, trying to steal her kidneys. You're not, though. Hi. Don't we have two kidneys? Does kidney disease run in your family? I mean, she is my cousin. That's the only reason they're not gonna get kicked. Is they legit are family. Oh, she's definitely being silly. She's a little high right now. Mentally special. That one? It's a graph of stars. To be fair, that poster was there when I got here. I added my paintings around it. Can you talk about this butter? No, I throw the poppet fireworks at children. I'm making a bracelet right now. Look, it has a little cross on it. Isn't that cute? It's purple and white. You can eat some bread. It makes you feel full without making you actually like it yeah. It just makes you feel full. Yo, cinnamon raisin bread with butter and sugar on it is delicious. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. See, the thing is, honey tastes bitter to me. I'm 22. See, the thing is, there is a certain bacteria that can form in some genetics where it makes it so that honey tastes bitter. It's a specialized mutation and it's very rare. I've tried every kind of honey. It's just, yeah. It's just a thing that can happen. No, I need my glasses to see. Why did you think I didn't have legs? Hi, I have a back injury. Feel bad for me. Send me money to my Cash App or my PayPal. I like my hair too. I'm making a bracelet. Though eventually, because I am working on a website currently, I will eventually have a website that I will attach to my channel. Is it taking me forever to document everything I made? Yes, but I am trying my best. It's actually fucking creative. I mean, I am Irish, so it does make sense that you'd think that. I missed a whole step. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. If you never butter on a Pop-Tart, if you haven't, then I think you should. My brain has its own vibe. Very gay. You can't leave out the very. Or any of us truly ladies. Or are we all psychos? I love that for her, though. I mean, your parents really can't tell you what to believe in. If you believe in something, that's just what you believe in. You can't really change that. So, I mean, if you believe in it, you just kind of believe in it. Though I also don't believe in spreading religion or talking about religion, so I guess just don't talk about it to anyone unless you're going to the church. Talk about it with fellow people within the religion. That's it. I know that's a really weird belief system, but it is just what my belief system is. See, the thing is, I have friends within many different religions, and I don't judge any of them. But I also know if I ask about it, that's because I asked. But if I don't ask, then I don't really care what you believe in. Like, it's okay to believe in different things. It's okay to believe in different things. It's okay to see the world or understand it in a different way. I've never seen anything wrong with that. It's okay for us to be different. And I feel like we should just accept it more rather than force others to be something that they're not. Because isn't it more beautiful when people are themselves? See, the thing is, if you don't eat, then you won't be around to be beautiful. That should be a conscious choice you make yourself, is self-care. You can't be pretty if you're dead. Yeah, you are. You're gorgeous. Just because you're around so many ugly souls doesn't mean anything, other than they're cruel and vindictive. That's not your fault. It's the personality that makes the beauty. Though, God forbid I say something like that and look the way I do. Because apparently, when you have a decent looking face, you can't say nice things without people thinking, oh, you're just saying that because you're pretty. And no, I'm saying it because I believe it. I treat everybody the same way. You're just not your own type. It's okay to not be attracted to yourself. I'm not attracted to myself. I think I'm ugly as shit, but other people say I'm pretty, so I know I'm pretty. But I'm not attracted to myself, and that's okay. Storm, you're very gay, especially when Pro is in here. Well, I feel like that shouldn't be the person you decide. Have standards. And also, you shouldn't marry anyone until you're an adult. Also, I'm a 22-year-old. So, deal with that age discrepancy. You're just not your own type. I have no clue. I mean, I can use my cards and find out. I don't know what that means. You have to meet someone first. You can't get married if you don't meet someone. It says that you're single and nobody likes you right now. You have to go and actually try to find someone who likes you. I don't know what that means. Rosh, you keep saying the same thing and I still have no idea what that word means. Never seen it before. That doesn't... My ethnicity? I don't fucking know. Everything? To be fair, I have some Black family members. I have family members in every color, to be honest. I'm American. Everyone is related to everyone, pretty much, if they have the same last name. Technically, all humans are related to each other. Are you a woman? Because I only date women. I like my hair too. Hey Ash, wanna hear your fortune? Fall, decadence, ruin, perdition, to perish, also clouded joy. Wow, that card basically said you're high as fuck, bitch. Conformity, the equities, which suggests courage, friendship, affection, concord in the state of arms, and intimacy. You're lonely. Work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill, and craft in business. You're high as fuck, you're lonely, and you need a job. I was reading the cards. Do you want me to show you? This card means you're high as fuck. This card means you're lonely. This card means you need a job. You're all of those things. We'll find out. Great joy, happiness, and feasting. Hierophant. Society, good understanding, concord over kindness and weakness. Magician. Skill, diplomacy, address, sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence, will, Ash, lonely doesn't include friendship. Lonely includes like relationships when it comes to like dating. You're not in a relationship. You're single. That's what it means by saying you're lonely. It's not bad to be lonely. It's only bad if you make it a bad thing. And plus, friendships are better and easier anyway. Yes. I ain't mad. I'm just honest. And a fact is a fact. And you deny facts all the time. I'm okay as long as you tell the truth. Girl, the whole beginning of this chat, you have been telling us all how you are high as fuck. Motherfucker. Ash, read chat because the other moderator said something and you completely missed it. I don't like it when people deny the truth. I like it when people tell the truth. The truth is important. Maybe another day. I currently want to make jewelry. You want the feta di genie? Why when I do an Italian accent, I always go to food? I Yo, if you're buying the plane tickets, I think I'd give them all a heart attack from how gay I am. I'd just be stealing people's wives left and right. Yeah, Ash, you're married to Clifford the big red dog. To be fair, I have no clue what's happening either. Are you a seagull? Everyone go squawk. Go squawk. Yeah! Hell yeah! Yeah! Squawk! Did you know the sound that a peacock makes? It sounds like a tired hooker. A peacock. Think about it. Storm, think about it real quick. Think about it. I can't drink. It would mess with my meds. See, Storm, you know I'm right. I just don't think you expected it. Aren't those both hookers? I'm not. My best friend was, though. Squawk! We're making bird noises for some reason. One of my best friends is a porn star. His name is Sam. His living room is a very, very specific setup. I still don't know why he worked at KFC. No. Tweet, tweet, bitch! I'm from your imagination. Wake up, wake up, wake up. If someone is on shrooms and they see my live stream, specifically this one, they're gonna feel like they're hallucinating so badly, and they're gonna just go from having a decent trip to a bad one real fast. So basically, if you know anyone who does mushrooms, show them this live stream and just see what happens. Because it will be hilarious. And film the whole process, because why not? We're all hallucinating. This world is a simulation. Run by rich people. And we are just ants that they're seeing and watching what happens. Ash, I really don't want to do that. There's a reason I make Storm ask for a donation for that. They ain't a simp, they're my cousin, and they want me to say embarrassing shit on the internet. No. She's married to Barney the dinosaur. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. Fell into the universe of elevation. Oh, no, no, no. See, the thing is, a person pretended to be Barney the dinosaur so that he could be near children. The real Barney the dinosaur was murdered and hidden in a back room. See, the thing is, one day a person will see this video and they'll believe everything I say, even if it's not true. Because I could be wrong. Everyone believes Bob Ross was a serial killer, and then like he painted every single area on his like walk towards where he hid the body. Actually, I use a knife to cut the dead skin off of my feet. That is kind of normal. One thing I can always say though is I never believed that Michael Jackson was ever a pedophile. I always believed that he was just trying to protect kids from the pedophiles that were his neighbors. And then he was murdered by them. And now they have proof that that's true. He had the vibe of a good person. Most celebrities give me a really gross vibe. Like, don't get me wrong, they're really talented, but some of them just give me a really bad vibe. One thing I do say about life is look for information and confirm whether it's true or not. Otherwise, you're an idiot. And you're a naive freak. I don't know that dance. I know I'm naive by a few things, but you know what? I look for the answers. Because as innocent and stupid as I am, I'm also quite intelligent in some aspects, as I'm always looking for information. The thing is, I don't think I can call myself stupid. I get straight A's. Do you want to know something really funny? everyone is intelligent in a different way. I got it so I could study properly. My intelligence is also autism. Yo, bro, we both autistic as fuck. Ash, you are autistic. That's why you're a part of the club. Ash's name is not autism. They have it, though. Don't deny your truth. Denial leads to regression. I actually don't like the way chickens taste. Thank you. I like my hair too. My hair, every time I wash it, it becomes progressively more blue. No, she's not. And you're not either. I'm doing all right. No. Unless it's to escape a fire. No. Meh. That's the sound a deer makes. No. No. Sheeps go meh. Do you have any animal sounds you want me to try? because clearly that's fun. I dropped a bead on the bed. I'm making jewelry. That's the sound a moose makes. A cat? No. That's the sound a hamster makes. Or eep, eep, eep. Roar. That's a bunny noise. Or it goes, ah! Yo, Storm, share the Cash App. I don't know sports. No. I shampoo my whole face. Raggy. I'm making a necklace. Currently, I'm working on making a website to sell all of my jewelry on. But if you contact me through my Instagram or my Facebook, you can gladly ask me for one. I'll send you a bunch of pictures of ones I've already made, or you can ask for a custom one. I mainly just ask what color you're looking for, or if you're looking for a specific kind of stone. Storm, share the Instagram. Though I will state, underneath every single one of my regular long-form content videos, I do leave a link to each and every one of my forms of social media so that people can find me and be able to contact me. I mean, it depends on what you buy. If you're buying a really intricate piece, it's going to be more expensive. If you're buying something that only takes me an hour, it's going to be slightly cheaper. Like most of my bracelets, They're like about $15. Some of them are 12. But it fully depends on what kind and the difficulty level, how long it took me to make them, what they're made out of. I'm looking for a wife. That is true. My moderators do buy a lot of the jewelry from me. They have just genuinely shared me their addresses. I have a bunch of people's addresses just saved in my phone now because I have to deliver things somehow to where they live. So I write them all down and send it through the post office. But people have told me their addresses many times. I want a wife because women are hot. Have you never heard of gay? I mean, I know I don't look very gay because it's not my whole personality. My personality is the fact that I like art and I like making jewelry. I have crocheted a few things. If only you could choose your sexuality. To be fair, if I could choose my sexuality, I'd already be married by now. But you can't choose your sexuality, you kind of just get forced upon you through your mental disorder. Being straight is a mental situation, and so is being gay. It's not a choice. I wish it was. But I find men physically repulsive, unfortunately. But I'm very great friends with a lot of guys, but that's all it would ever be, is friendship. Have a good night, Ash. Does she want to fuck a toaster? Does she bring the toaster in the bath with her? I'd ask him that. If someone said they were toaster sexual to me, I'd ask with a straight face, so do you bring the toaster in the bath with you? As long as it's not plugged in, it's perfectly safe. Thank you. These are actually kid glasses. Because they're the cheapest ones that they have at my eye doctor's. My eye prescription costs $200, by the way. I have to spend $200 in order to see how ugly motherfuckers are. Do you know how disappointing that is? So if anyone wants to help pay for my next pair of glasses, please do so. Buy jewelry from me. Find me through my Instagram or my Facebook, or text me through TikTok, and we will just send things back and forth. I don't really like it when people just donate me money because I feel guilty about it. And I'm like, I thank them for the support. It's really lovely when it happens. But I'm like, I'd rather you get something too. I like it so much better when people get something from when they send me money rather than just sending me money. How many days worn? Because sometimes I only wear socks for an hour. Well, I didn't see any of your comments, so I guess the chat just kind of moves past your comment too quickly. My dad lives in the basement. My uncle lives in the room behind me. My cousin lives in the room next to me. Um, and then there's a cat and a dog that lives underneath me. Um, and with my dad. And my stepmom lives downstairs too. Then my brother lives in the living room. What did I do today? I went shopping because I needed food and drinks. The only reason I splurged to get Monster Energy drinks is because whenever I study for a test or an exam, I have to drink half a can of some form of energy drink in order to focus properly on my schoolwork, which sucks mentally because I wish I could just do it, but I have mental illnesses that I need to be able to afford to maintain, making them affect me less. Well, no, my actual mom, she lives kind of far. I do see her occasionally, though. I'm studying to be a therapist because I like helping people. The exams are really easy, though. Sadly, I got one question wrong out of 50, and I was really upset with myself. But it happens. My mom is very attractive, yes. That's where I got all my looks from. Though she has a bigger rack than me. I didn't see her sock story, So, yeah, no, because like I have like double D's. That's my cup size. And my mom has double that. It's almost impossible for her to find a properly fitting bra. I feel so bad for her. The thing is, she was able to get a free breast reduction when she was younger, and she refused because she liked having huge tits naturally. My mom's 50 or 51. See, the thing is, I'm very factual. Oh, yeah, no, my mom looks young. That's also why I look young. I'm gonna look young for a very long time because of my mom. I'm pretty sure my hair isn't the lesbian colors. I'm pretty sure blue and purple is like the bisexual colors. And then my hair clips pink. Why is my hair the bisexual flag right now? I didn't get it. I really hope I don't make it to 80. That's too long of a life. I'll be okay with making it to 65, but like anything after that, I feel like that'd just be suffering. I mean, every single person I've seen that makes it past the age of 60 is just like, my back hurts, my legs hurt, I'm tired, everything is pain, and why is taxes so high? Oh yeah, no, shit tons of meds. Every single old person I've ever met, they have bottles and bottles of pills. I'm already on drugs, technically, legally. Only the legal kind. I have antidepressants and ADHD meds. The antidepressants help with intrusive thoughts. They are so incredibly helpful. Mainly because my intrusive thoughts were psychotic and made me think of topics that could mentally harm people. And I didn't like those, and I wanted to get rid of them because I did not like hearing it. And those made me really upset. I don't take Adderall. I take Zoloft. The reason I can't take Adderall is because my family has a history of addiction. I mean, you can always quit. Though make sure you're quitting with a help of a doctor, not just on your own. Because quitting cold turkey can actually kill you. Um, though a type of vitamin that does help with withdrawal symptoms is what's it called? I have a bottle that has some of it in it. So if you have withdrawal symptoms, take the vitamin niacin, like niacinamide. If you take things with niacinamide when you are dealing with withdrawal symptoms, it helps reduce those symptoms. So definitely think about it and look for pills with that in it, as it will help you get off of a drug that you are trying to quit. Like if you're trying to quit smoking or alcohol, take things with niacinamide. It will help replace the chemical in the brain and make you feel less of the withdrawal symptoms. I hope that information helps you, because everyone knows the worst part about quitting a drug is the withdrawal symptoms. I'm telling people to quit drugs, and that's how you quit them without having to deal with such bad withdrawal symptoms. Because guess what? Withdrawal symptoms can actually kill you. People start addictions all the time, and it's unintentional with some, and some of it happens because you were taking meds that were prescribed to you. I make jewelry and I talk about whatever I read. So when you're quitting a drug or trying to unaddict yourself to a drug, sometimes you need a pill to make it so it doesn't kill you. Because if you quit cold turkey with some things, you can physically die. That is just a fact, unfortunately. Thank you. I actually made most of that art. The only ones I didn't do were the postcards. I didn't draw those, and I didn't draw the fox in the center, but I did draw the other bigger ones around it. That's all art that I did when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure. Some of it was from elementary and middle school, but some of it was from high school. And it was mainly because I was testing out new art supplies. I'm a lot better at art now than back then. Don't get me wrong, still very gorgeous art pieces, but I'm better at it now. I'm going to put mayo in a donut and let someone eat it. And I'm gonna put fart spray in areas and blame it on kids. I was never an addict, but I did take a class where I met a bunch of people who were drug addicts. And I grew up around a lot of drug addicts. I personally never did any drugs without a prescription behind it, and I easily stopped taking them once I ran out and I didn't need more. But I know a lot about how drug addiction affects people because I've seen it visibly, and it is so difficult to watch people slowly kill themselves. And I want to be able to help people not do that because I care about people being themselves and finding a natural way to care about themselves without relying on something. Don't get me wrong, I take antidepressants and I take ADHD meds. But If I didn't have to, I wouldn't, because I'd rather do it a natural way. But I was running so badly on low that I ended up burning myself out so badly that I physically couldn't get myself to do anything for weeks. And then I started taking my antidepressants and I started taking the ADHD meds. And I finally can focus without feeling exhausted. And it helps. I see a value in medicines, but I also find there is a way to manage symptoms while you don't take meds, but there's also just they can help. So that's why I don't judge people when they fall to addiction or they make a mistake, because it happens. We're so easy to fall in ruin. That's also why I make sure I don't take too many things, or I'm very careful about what I put in my body, because I don't want to overload my system and I don't want to be too overly reliant. Half the time I forget to take my pills because at the end of the day, sometimes I just would rather sleep than take my meds. The meds can work, but then again, you have to remember that just because they work for me doesn't mean they would work for anyone else, because we are all so wired differently and not everything works the same way for every single person. I have a very high immunity to medicines, so whenever I get prescribed a medicine, it happens to always be a very high dosage compared to the average person who takes the same kind of medicine, because it won't affect me if I don't take the higher dose, which is unfortunate for me. And I know a lot of people who have been through addictions in my family, so I'm very careful to not take things if I don't need them. Um, it's scary to worry if you're going to become addicted to something. But that's also why I keep in the back of my mind, if I don't need to take it, I won't take it today. And I'll just do something else instead. I care about people, and I don't judge people for doing things. I judge people when they're destroying themselves and not looking for help. But if they actively want help and support, and you're willing to be there and help them through it, that's a good thing. See, the thing is, I don't take Xanax. I take, like, a different medicine, but I also won't take something unless it's prescribed to me. But I also feel like you shouldn't take something every single day, but only when it's necessary. And instead, look for ways to manage your symptoms without it. Like if you're having panic attacks, there's a reason you're having them. It's not coming from nowhere. It's happening because you're overloading your body, you're overworking yourself, you're not enjoying things, and you're not giving yourself time to sleep properly, eat properly, or take a break. You're pushing yourself past a limit of where you are supposed to be. When I pushed myself so far past my limit, I ended up passing out and not being able to wake up for a full day. And when I did wake up, I only had enough energy to eat, and then I fell back asleep, and I could not wake myself up from that cycle. And it was so bad for 2 years where I ended up failing classes for 2 full semesters because I couldn't physically handle doing things. I couldn't push myself to do anything. And it sucked. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to be friends with anyone. And I was so mean to everyone, and I pushed everyone away. And I felt like shit for so long when I was doing too much. And it's hard to deal with a mental illness and not have any support. But sometimes you need the medications. But you shouldn't only rely on the medications. You should rely on both medications and therapy. Not 100% of one or the other. You need the balance between both. But that's why I'm not really that judgmental about it. Same thing with addiction. It's not the choice of you, it's the choice of your mind against your body. Your body wants to feel good, and it wants to function properly. And it will do anything it can to function, but sometimes you need to let yourself rest. Sometimes you need to feed yourself properly. Sometimes you need to just give yourself a break. And it's hard to do that, especially when life is so expensive and everything is moving so incredibly fast. It's hard to just take a step on the brake and slow down. Sometimes it's hard to find your crutches and keep moving forward instead of just limping along on a broken leg. It's hard. It's hard being you. It's hard being yourself, especially in a world that wants you to conform. Especially when there's so many people filled with so much hate and anger and judgment. That's why I say not just therapy, but therapy and medication. And also, seeing a therapist isn't the only kind of therapy that exists out there. There's also physical therapy, like if you go join a sport, or you do something physical, or you go and take an art class. That's a different form of therapy. Some people need time alone as a form of therapy. Some people do running. But I don't think people understand that there are so many different forms of therapy that exist out there. Some people go to church as a form of therapy because they like being surrounded by a community that understands them and supports them. And being surrounded by people that think the same. There isn't just one kind of therapy. There is many kinds of therapy. And only seeking a therapist isn't the only kind of therapy that exists. And believing that means not everyone is educated about what kinds of therapies there are. I'm living life as best as I can. Want to know what truly makes me happy? Every time I see someone smile or hear someone laugh. That's what truly makes me happy. Sometimes I like to fuck with people because it's really funny to watch them, like, be upset. But funny isn't happy. Funny is just. You can laugh at something and move on really quickly, while when you are truly happy about something, you think about that moment and you remember the sparkle in their eyes. I don't like seeing people upset. I find it kind of funny seeing people upset. It's a little different, but there's actually a word for it. Schadenfreude. I'm probably saying that wrong though. I'm not German, and it's a German word. Schadenfreude. Half the time I'm adding extra letters to it. I swear. I really can't say words right. My brain sees words and it just wants to make it sound weird. Because it makes me happy. But it makes some people so upset, and it's kind of funny. See, the thing is, they're only angry or upset because they didn't understand the situation. If you laugh in a situation at something, it means it really didn't matter, but the other person is taking it personally, like it's an attack. My coworkers learned that I'm actually not a bitch, but I'm just really honest and straightforward. And if they didn't know me better, they would be offended. But they know that I'm genuinely trying to be nice and helpful. So it is kind of funny because I'm laughing at their misunderstanding, not at the fact that they're actually upset. I'm sad that they're upset because they didn't understand, but it is a little bit funny that they made a mistake. Like, I remember once I was taking a person's order at the cash register, and they were like, "Oh, is this item on the menu?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me check." And there was a sign on the wall that said that that item was on the menu. And I was like, "Oh, cool. We did just start that promotion. We still have it. What would you like it on? We can put it on any of our meals. Like, did you want tenders, chicken?" But since I was saying it in such a monotone, tired voice, because I literally woke up an hour before I started my shift that day, they got so angry at me for looking at the sign behind them, and they got so offended. And I was so confused that I just had to laugh because I'm just like, wow, they're irritated at me for answering their question honestly and straightforward and trying to figure out the answers to tell them the truth. Some people get irritated at really stupid things and it's funny, but I also feel bad because, like, I wanted them to know that I was trying to do my best to give them the correct answer. But you kind of just have to laugh at the fact that they got upset over you answering the way you did. I still have no idea why he was mad at me for answering like that. But he was. He stormed off like, "Well, I'm not gonna order from here because you're such a bitch." I'm autistic. I was not being sarcastic. I can't be. I was being honest and truthful and straightforward. But apparently, it came off bitchy. And another customer came over afterwards, like, "What's his problem?" And I was like, "I honestly really don't know." Like, even the other customer that was there was just really confused of why they acted like that, and they thought they were being ridiculous. And I was just so confused. I've had people, like, do that a few different times, but I never understand it, but it is really funny to watch. Like, they're clearly upset, and I do find it kinda funny that they're so upset over something that doesn't matter at all, but I feel like people just take things too personally, and I feel like people should just not. I feel like we should just look at the positive side of what people say, and we'd be less upset in the world. I mean, my mom used to call me fat. Do I look fat to you? No, but she did for years. So I just kind of move on because it doesn't really matter. I just laugh it off and move on because I don't know why they're upset, but clearly they were. Same thing when my mom says things that are blatantly not true. Like when she calls me fat, I'm not, but she does. And she's like, I weighed less than you when I was your height and like age. And I was just like, no, no, you didn't. Yeah, no, my mom was real weird. I just genuinely think my mom is not all there. Don't get me wrong. My mom has the best of intentions, but she is cuckoo. I love her, and I'll always love both of my parents very equally, which for some reason they don't understand how I can love them equally despite them being divorced and constantly talking shit about each other. But my only thought is, well, I mean, your vindictiveness against each other has nothing to do with me, so why should I care? I am 22. See, I love both my parents, but sometimes they say shitty things because they're a little cuckoo. Cuckoo. Sorry, I just had to blow my nose real quick. A person literally just asked my age. I just don't think people should because it just makes you upset for no reason. I feel like you should just look inwards for things instead of looking for outward approval. Why are you always looking for approval? It doesn't matter. You should be happy to be yourself. What really crushes me when people spend so long looking for approval of people that just will never give it for them. And it crushes me to see them constantly be torn down by the people that they're looking for approval from. And I'm just like, I give you approval, and you're doing good enough. And I know you'll do better every single time you try. Because that's just life. The more we try at things, the better we get. This is YouTube. Look, I dropped something on my foot. I make pretty things. I am working on making a website, actually. Me and one of my friends are working very hard on it. So eventually I will make a post about it, so stay tuned and keep your eye open at my community tab. One day I will finish setting everything into it. I feel like you can learn from others' mistakes. The reason I'm making a website instead of doing the Etsy thing is because I already promote myself, and Etsy takes a lot of your, like, a big portion of your, like, promotions to promote their website. So they would take a lot of my profits, and so I'd have to up my prices by a lot more in order to sell it, and I would like to sell things cheaper than if I were to use an Etsy account. So that's why I'm making my own website. And plus, I have a person who's making it for me, so. Yeah. And plus, my channel is a great way to promote it anyway. People watch my streams, they see me make the jewelry, they see me work very hard to make sure it is sturdy and it won't break. And plus, if you ever send a jewelry item back to me, I will repair it and then send it back to you for just the price of, like, delivery, and that's it. Like, I'll repair it for free, but I will need to be able to send it back to you and to afford to send it back to you. But I also kind of want to make a section on the site where people can buy things for each other. Like, you make a wish list of things that you really want and your reasoning behind it, and then people can, like, buy it for you. I'm not nervous, I'm cold. And I have to turn my heater off whenever I film, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. That's what's happening. I'm cold. Gets really cold in the room. I am trying so hard to make my jewelry like a thing. I've actually sent jewelry back to people before. My moderator's not on anymore, so he can't attest to that, but I have. There's proof that I've made things for people and sent it to them on my Facebook specifically. A lot of people do tag me in those things that I've sent to them. I'm gonna see if my friends can post their photos of things that I've sent them and tag me in them. Because I have sent things to people before. Like, there was this one girl in Texas that I sent things to. I was really excited because that was like the first commission I got in months. And it makes me so happy to send things to people because, like, then I get to know that they're gonna wear the jewelry that I made them and wear it out and show it off to people. It would be just so pretty. I use what is given to me. A lot of the materials I have were given to me by my mother and people she knows. But some of them I did buy. But I use wire, I use beads, and I try to look for like these rock-shaped beads, like the natural shapes, because the smooth beads, as nice as they are, the reason I don't add my email is because I would rather people contact me through Facebook, Instagram, or um God, what else? TikTok. And the reason I do that is because I get a lot of doctor emails and I need to make sure that I can actually find those. Because if I can't, then I won't have access to a lot of information that I need. Unfortunately, I need my email to be as empty as possible. Yeah, my teeth are natural. Yeah. Yeah, for that, I would need to know how to set up an email. Though, my friend is working on setting up that for me, and that's really nice of them. They're really nice. They help me with a lot of things. I am very bad at computers, like a 50-year-old Nona. Like a grandma. What about TikTok? It's underneath all of the descriptions in every single one of my long form videos. It's simple to people who can figure things out easily. My brain don't do that because I forget passwords so often. My brain ain't wired well, but that is what autism does to you. Your brain ain't wired well. I hope you know most of the time I have to be walked through steps step by step, otherwise it's just not something I can figure out. Just I am mentally ill as shit. Um but also my room is filled with so much shit that I lose so many things too. That's where my ignorance lies. I can't figure shit out sometimes. And I give up fully. The way I found out how to figure out how to enter my like account for my school is my friend figured it out for me. Dude, I'm slow. Like I can get straight A's on any test and pick up information like a sponge, but as soon as I have to do something once and it's a new thing, my brain just doesn't connect the dots. Because, like, I get straight A's on every assignment I turn in, but some reason I can't figure shit out when it comes to tech or finding shit. I'm broken. I mean, some of it's up there. Like I'm pretty sure my Discord link is up there. Though I could have deleted that. I don't remember. I'm a little all over the place, but I'm also kind of busy working on like passing college exams. I have other things I'm working on. Though I hope one day that I can just post a link to like the website that I'm working on. I rely very hard on some people. Like, I can't really take care of myself physically very well without the help of my friend. And I'm so glad I have her because, like, if I didn't, I would not be doing that great. Because I remember before she was around, I used to end up in the hospital like so often because I'd forget to feed myself. I ended up in the hospital like 5 different times for malnourishment because I just kept forgetting to feed myself. Having mental illnesses is wild, man. Half the time she reminds me to eat, and I'm so glad she does because if it wasn't for her, I'd be doing so much worse. Does that mean you like threw up food after you'd eat it? I just physically can't feel hunger pains. Like I can't tell when I'm hungry. I wouldn't throw up food after I'd eat it. I just wouldn't know that I'm hungry. And then I'd go to sleep, I'd wake up, I'd forget to eat again. And then someone would give me food, I'd eat then. But like it would go on where I'd just forget to eat unless people gave me food. And then I'd end up in the hospital because I would just be nauseous, unable to eat, and malnourished. Shit is wild. Both? See? No, my best friend dyes my hair for me. She also gives me my haircuts and takes me shopping. I think I removed it then. To be fair, sometimes I edit my description, I remove shit, and then I forget to replace it. I'm a little all over the place. I don't know many men, and all of them are online. I'm talking about a female. She my best friend. She like assisted me. No, thank you. I'm making a necklace. Mental illnesses are hard, man. That's why I think it's so important not to judge people when they're struggling, but instead actually show up and help them through it. Sometimes the brain just doesn't function right. It's more of our brains are broken, and the brain doesn't heal from broken, and it doesn't get better from broken. You can just figure out how to live with it and around it and deal with it with extra support. We need crutches for our brains to function on the same level than other people. That's not our fault. My brother was a drug baby and I was a recovery baby. Because my mom stopped taking drugs when she had me, but she didn't stop with him. And that's why he has a conduct disorder and is a psychopath. While I'm autistic and really bad at functioning physically. And so fucking slow mentally. Also, his paranoia is so weird. Because, like, he was having a full conversation in the middle of the kitchen and was like, no, I was talking to someone when there was nobody around and his phone was off. Having a conversation with the dead? With your brain? With yourself? Feel bad for him. But he tried to kill me a few times, so I kind of just avoid him to avoid getting murdered by my own brother. Fucking crazy, man. When a person thinks they're constantly getting watched, that's scary to be around. Welcome in. God doesn't tell you to kill people. God doesn't tell you to hurt people either. That ain't a God. A god is not evil. We pray to good, we don't pray to evil. That's one thing I will always believe in. Is it doesn't matter what you call your God, but as long as it is speaking truth and kindness, that's what's important. Well, I don't really like money. I think money is evil. I need it to survive, so that's why I want it. But do you see how easily money destroys people's lives? Especially when they get a lot of it? So many people are rude and like crazy because of money. Money is evil. I don't know how to answer your question. Answer his question. I could, but I'm not going to. I believe people are made evil by society. Did you know Hitler was a part of a cult? I believe people are made evil by their surroundings because there are sociopaths that are good people and there are sociopaths that are evil killers. Do you want to know what made them into what they were? Their surroundings. You can be good no matter what you start with. It's how you're taught how to think and process the world around you that can make a person good or evil. What's the difference? Not always, because some sociopaths have genuinely good childhoods, which is the weird. You don't choose your sexuality. I mean, do you think swans choose to be gay occasionally? Those? I drew them. Like the painting at the top, I drew that. And then the one with the like animals and the girl in the sky, I drew that. Then the fox on the cliff, I drew that. And then there's flowers, a dragon, and a flower and a fairy. Oh God. You can't choose your sexualities. Animals can't, and we are animals. You don't choose what you're attracted to. You just are attracted to things. It's not a choice. People who pretend it is. It doesn't matter, because I'm not going to ever date any of you. I don't go outside. We are all animals. We are all creatures, and we are all beings of this world. So literally anything is a possibility. Take what back? We are all creatures of this world. What's wrong with being a creature? But honestly, oh God, no. I'd rather stay single for the rest of my life. I don't like people enough for that. Dating is so much effort. Not worth it. I hate children. And also, I'm sterile. I physically can't have kids. It just happens sometimes. It's sterile. Physically missing the parts to have children. It happens sometimes. I couldn't breed even if I wanted to. No, I have no legs. That was a lie, but I can say it because it's really funny. I think that's disgusting. But also technically not a choice. But you can choose to just not date people if it's not societally correct. Like, if you're not attracted to men, you don't have to date them. And if you're attracted to women, you still don't have to date them, even if you're attracted to them. You can just stay single or choose someone else. You don't have to be with people if it's societally wrong. You don't have to sleep with people before marriage if it's societally wrong. It really is dependent on your culture, though. I think it's weird, though. I just don't think people should date before their age of 25. Because the brain isn't fully developed, how are you ever going to make a good choice? Anyway, I finished making the necklace. I'm 22. Yeah. I don't think there is an arbitrator, but I think it's about society's judgments. I'm 22, not 20. Anyway, I finished making the necklaces that I was planning on. Peace, love, have a good night, my fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!